Hello! This is a video for M.E.R.C.S 2nd edition, and today we are looking at the I.S.S faction. The Mediterraneans! The people with the underwater lairs, as it were. which I find funny, but you know. So, starting with the corporate traits. Scaled armour. When I.S.S is attacked from the flank or rear, the weapon strength bonus is decreased by 1. This basically means flanking does not increase the weapon strength, and attacking from the rear increase the weapon strength by 1 rather than 2. And also quick deploy. After all mercs have been deployed for the skirmish, I'll just get it focused a little bit, but before the first initiative phase, each I.S.S in play may move 1 movement point. This just means everyone deployed to get 1 free movement point, which could make them go up a building, depends on how terrain's been deployed, I suppose. That's always useful. So starting with, in this case, the Wayfinder. So initiative modifier of 1, reaction of 6, courage of 6, movement of 3, blood of 3, armour of 1, armour failure of 4, interact of 7. Single shot, so it can fire at short, medium, long range, not base range. Got 1 attack, needing 4, strength 2, and it's got aim, which means if you use aim as your action, the turn after you've used aim, only for that turn, it's minus 2 FN. So in this case, the single shot would need 2s the turn after you use aim, rather than 4s. So it's got turret, base range, that's just to deploy. You just need to put the turret within base length of the Wayfinder. It's also got stats, so it can be destroyed. Reaction of 3, movement of 0, so it can't move. 2 blood, 2 armour, 6 arm failure, which you can't repair. Its attack is 2 attacks, needing 6s, strength 2, Overwatch template. And the template is a short T template, just extending as far as the eye can see. And Overwatch means it's always counters on Overwatch, which can be really powerful and really impressive. One thing to note, in 1st edition there was no instance where you could pick up the turret. In 2nd edition now there is. You can pick up the turret, fold it away, get the Wayfinder to move wherever she wants, and then a few turns after deploy the turret somewhere else. I don't know whether the turret retains any damage it's kept, or it replenishes all health, but I don't know. I'd think it'd keep all the damage it's taken, but that's just what I think. So personal abilities: Observer. Targets in short range of this merc loses 1 tier of cover. If someone's behind a wall, or well, maybe behind a knee-high wall, something like that, they lose it, so they appear in open ground, so you get a bonus to hit at enemies. And I know the way. This merc gains 1 movement point if she's the bounding target. Yeah, I know the way used to be annoying to use and complex as hell, but now it's just been made easier. It just basically means when you're bound, you get +2 movement rather than +1 movement. Wayfinder, I always include the Wayfinder, which is weird because she doesn't really do much for me, but I just like the fact she's got a turret. So, coming on to one of the new models, the Shock Trooper. Initiative modifier of 0, reaction of 6, courage of 5, movement of 2, 3 blood, 2 armour, 6 arm failure, and 6 interact. So, got a carbine. You can shoot it at base range, short range, or medium range, not at long range. 2 attacks needing 5, strength 2, attack and move. For the carbine, it's just +1 FN, so you need 6s if you move rather than 5s, but you can move your full movement. It's also got 2 frag grenades, which for a shock trooper is quite intriguing. It's not a demo. Base, short or medium range, so anything within 2 card lengths you can throw grenades. She's got 2 of them, or he's got 2 of them, I'm not sure. 1 attack, strength 3, your auto hit, most grenades do. act and move, which most people with grenades cannot move and throw grenades. This one can. Throw to, that just means you throw grenade 2 card lengths. And template, which is fairly big. It's slightly bigger than it was before. It used to be like a little bit of a square thing, like kind of like that, but now it's like that, so it's got slightly more range on it. But yeah, just frag grenades. Act and move just means you can move 2 and then throw a grenade, or throw a grenade then move, which is really quite impressive. Grenades auto hit mostly, there are some that don't. So personal abilities, height makes right. If this merc attacks from an elevated position, he increases his weapon strength by 1. That's pretty self-explanatory and pretty good. You've got to be close range, well, medium range, but it does mean your opponents are getting a bead on you, so be careful there. You want some. This merc gains an additional activation immediately after he kills an enemy merc. The new activation is 1 movement point only. This basically means if he kills someone, he gets to activate again, but only with 1 movement point. So could move 1 and then throw a grenade. So there's plenty of options with the shock trooper. You could use him as a run and gun or run and grenade. So coming on to the monkey wrench. I'm not sure the monkey wrench was necessary for this faction, but not a bad choice to add. Initiative modifier of 0, reaction of 4, courage of 4, movement of 2, 3 blood, 2 armour, 5 armour failure, 5 repair. Got a semi-auto, can fire at short, medium and long range, not base range. 2 attacks needing 6s, strength 2, attack and move, which for semi-autos is -1 movement point and +2 FN, so you need 8s rather than 6s if you move. And you've got a repair kit, because of monkey wrench. Base range, you've got to use it in base range of someone, or you could use it on yourself. Attack and move, which should be act and move. And repair kit just means you automatically repair armour. Act and move, in this case, which it should say, means you can repair something and move, or move something and then repair, that sort of thing. Personal abilities precise. This merc increases the attack roll on Overwatch checks by 1. Overwatch, I don't believe, works on suppression or if a target holds, but apart from that, you get to use your Overwatch if that model's up. If this model's on Overwatch, it just means it's a bit more accurate when on Overwatch. Flesh wound. This merc ignores the first blood taken per skirmish, so once per the first wound it takes per game, it ignores. Which isn't too bad. A monkey wrench is always helpful, regardless of faction. So coming on to one of the unique guys for, or girls in this case, for this faction, the Calypso. Initiative modifier of 2, reaction of 5, courage of 3, movement of 3, 3 blood, 1 armour, 4 armour failure, and 4 interact. So it's got trident, it's only got 1 of. Base and short range, 1 attack, strength 1, throw 1, which is why it's got short range. Melee 2, trap. Melee 2 just means the dice roll when in close combat is increased by 2. Trap means it can be placed like a token in open ground, which opponents can use their interact check to topple over. If you throw the trident, it's only one card length away. However, you can pick up the trident, so it's not just it's just stuck there. You can pick it up, and it can be targeted by the heaviest lightning thrower, which we'll come to later. Short range just means you can use it as a melee weapon within short range. Siren Song, only got 1 of them. Base, short, medium range, so anything within 2 card lengths. 4 attacks, strength 3, template. So look at the template, it's very big. You have to equally distribute the attacks between 4 targets. So if there's 3 targets, you attack 3, and then the 4th attack goes on any one of the 3 you want. And you don't need to have line of sight to use the I can't remember what it's called now, the siren song, but it could be used as a last resort thing, or used to soften targets up. You can't move and shoot with the siren song, however, so that will limit you a little bit. So coming on to personal abilities, back off. This M.E.R.C. may move 1 movement point immediately when hit by a melee or ranged weapon attack, from melee range. This just means you get to move one movement in any direction you want. Hands on you, this M.E.R.C. may perform melee attacks at the range of a weapon, so that's why it's got short range on it. Again, like the Pathfinder, I like taking the Calypso. She's very hit and miss and very much a glass cannon, but I just like the way she works. Which is kind of odd, but you know, whatever. So coming on to the demo. Initiative modifier of 0, reaction of 5, courage of 6, movement of 2, blood of 3, armour of 2, 6 arm failure for interact, which not too bad. She's got a carbine. I've shown you what a carbine does already, it's the same thing. And she's got 2 EMP grenades. Now, most demos have got 3 grenades of the type they choose, but there's a good reason why the EMP grenades, there's only 2 of them. But before I go on to that, base short, medium range. Technically, it means, in this case, with throw 3, you can throw them 3 card lengths rather than just the 2. And EMP means, just go on to the back. If a target is affected by an EMP grenade, their armour is automatically broken, which can be really powerful. I mean, against fast moving factions like Sadafu, or if you know you're against Kenvar, you take this model because this will shut down their stealth cloaking armour pretty much automatically, which is really powerful. No, does it increase it? No, in this case it increase it. Yeah, it should mean increase the attack roll by 1, not decrease the decrease the attack roll by 2. So plus 2 FN for a carbine. I wonder if it's plus 2 FN here. Yeah, that's changed. I'm sorry about that. I thought carbines were just plus 1 FN, but no, it's plus 2. Quick, this M.E.R.C. is not involved in simultaneous actions. She always acts first in situations with M.E.R.C.s with the same initiative and reaction. This just means you don't need to roll initiative for this model unless someone else has got quick as well. Strong arm, this M.E.R.C. has extended throw. This is applied, that's why it can throw grenade 3 card lengths rather than 2. So yeah, pretty strong model, pretty strong. So coming on to the leader. Initiative modifier of 2, reaction of 5, courage of 5, movement of 2, blood of 3, armour of 3, arm failure of 5, interact of 5. So machine pistol, base and short range, so 1 card length away unfortunately. 2 attacks needing 5, strength 1, attack and move, which increases the FN by 1, which kind of makes sense for the carbines to increase the FN by 2. It used to be a case with the machine pistol had fletchet charges, which meant for every, you had to roll 2 armour failures for every hit by this weapon, but now it's just a machine pistol, which, hey ho. It's also got a shield, which cover. This just means you counters in weak cover, so plus 1 to hit this model, and it can't be flanked, which pretty much gives it a bit of defense with the scaled armor corporate trait, which is pretty good. Leadership, all members of this team within 1 card length, including this M.E.R.C., increase their dice rolls by 1. Leadership didn't used to include the model that had leadership, now it does, which is all good. Speedy, this M.E.R.C. has one extra movement point. This is applied, which, you know, armour 3, most of movement of 1. Speedy makes it movement 2. Leaders are always good with the leadership bonus. That's always helpful. Coming on to the heavy, a model that has got better. Initiative modifier of 2, reaction of 4, courage of 5, movement of 1, 3 blood, 3 armour, 6 arm failure and 6 interact. So the kit is a thrower, or lightning thrower. Base short medium range, so it's 2 card length range. 1 attack needing 4, strength 3, break, template, penetrate 2, trap. Penetrate 2 means +2 to your arm failure roll. Break means if you fail your armor failure roll, your armor is decreased by 1 even if you repair your armor later on. Template is kind of weird. It goes like that, and the weapon strength goes from 3 to 2 to 1. I don't know if it hits friendlies, but it might do. This is yeah, it's just the weapon strength. It used to be the armor failure was the same as the weapon strength, but you know, it's 2 all the time, which is not bad. Yeah. Oh, I worded it wrong. If this attack is successful, the target's armor is broken, which is really good, and the target's armor is permanently reduced by 1 even if the target passes a interact check next turn. So it's powerful, and but it's slow. You can't move and shoot with this weapon, which makes sense. Excuse me. Light on your feet. If this M.E.R.C. has at least 1 movement point left, he can turn 360 degrees without using movement points, which is really useful. Movement. If you turn 360 degrees, it counts as 1 movement point. Well, 180 counts as 1 movement point. Sorry, 360 just means you can move on the spot wherever you want without using movement points, which is great. Vault. This M.E.R.C. may move 1 over elevation rank 1 cover, 1 base length wide at no movement point cost. I'm probably going to have to do a video on some of the personal abilities. That one just means if your M.E.R.C. is there and the cover's about there-ish, it can move 1 card length straight over. I'll have to go over it in another video later on, but that's pretty much what that means. So coming on to the last 3. So firstly, Sniper. Initiative modifier 1, reaction of 5, courage of 5, movement of 3, blood of 3, armour of 1, arm failure 5, interact of 6. Got a single shot weapon which you can use at short, medium and long range, not at base range. 1 attack needing 4, strength 1, aim, force. You know what aim does, I've shown it before. Force 1 means the target's pushed directly back 1 card length. This could force them to take damage, or could force them to fall off buildings, which take more damage. 1 damage for one blood for each elevation rank you're high up. So if the target falls 3 card lengths up, takes 3 damage, probably dies. There's also got pistol, which base to short range, 1 attack needing 4, strength 1, aim. It's a pistol, effectively. Nothing really complex about this sniper. Personal abilities. Be my guest. This M.E.R.C. may exchange his initiative roll with another member of this team before initiative modifiers are applied in the initiative phase. What you want to do is either roll this one first or roll this one last, effectively. Probably last, I'd say, to get the full effect. Tuck and roll. This M.E.R.C. does not have to stop at elevation charge. if descending and takes no blood from falling. This just basically means this model, if shot with or hit with a weapon that's got force in it, takes no damage from falling and can just basically jump off buildings. The sniper's one which has got some tactical benefit and some sneaky carnage benefit. So coming on to the booster. Initiative modifier of 2, reaction of 7, courage of 4, movement of 2, 3 blood, 2 armour, 6 arm failure, 6 interact. Got carbine, we've seen what they do. It's definitely plus 2 FN, not plus 1 FN, I'm sorry. Enhancers, got 4 of them, base range, same as the repair kits. Act and move, boosted 2, adrenaline. Act and move, same as the monkey wrench it should have. Boosted 2. We'll go on to them. Adrenaline 2. If this M.E.R.C. is under the effect of adrenaline, if a M.E.R.C., is under the effect of adrenaline 2, that M.E.R.C. has his courage roll increased by 2, reaction increased by 2, and increases the attack roll by 2. So the FN of his next weapon attacks is decreased by 2. Boosted, that's also what the adrenaline's got. This M.E.R.C. may use an enhancer to grant adrenaline 2 to one of his team members within range as his action this round. This effect lasts for 2 rounds. Discard enhancer after use. Pretty much same as it was before. It's all good. So personal abilities, last stand. If this M.E.R.C. is the last member of his team alive, he gains Act 2. This just means if he's the last one alive, unless he's rolled a 2 for his initiative, he gets an extra initiative at initiative 2. What I've just said. Don't know when I went blank there, sorry. Wired, this M.E.R.C. is a constant state of adrenaline 2. This is applied. This doesn't use adrenaline. This just means it's under the effects of adrenaline 2 for excuse me, for the entire game. That's why I need 3s on the carbine rather than 5s. Booster's always been a fantastic enhancement to the team. Nothing wrong, all good. Final team member before I die of coughing. The Spy. Initiative modifier of 1, reaction of 6, courage of 7, movement of 3, blood of 3, armour of 1, arm failure 4, interact of 6, and it's got multi-kit, 1 attack, strength 1, base range because it's a melee weapon, melee 1, break, hack, same as the lightning throws break, automatically breaks the target's armour. It's reduced by 1. Hack. This means you get to use enemy models to see through them. You do need to have line of sight of targets using enemy models as line of sight. It just means you can throw grenades around corners. It has its use, but seems a bit weak. And melee 1, it just increases the melee roll by 1. So that's it for the I.S.S. faction. Been made slightly better. Well, definitely been made better by all the other models. Or the new models, should I say. But the models that are already there have been made better. Apart from the leader. The leader's been made slightly worse, but with all the new technical stuff they've got, that's kind of to be expected. So that's it for now. I'll go on to another faction.